Hey YouTube, how's it going? I thought I'd do a quick video here. So Schneider has changed the rules for bringing a truck on over here. Now I grandfathered in, of course, and I got in just in time. Because my truck doesn't meet half these requirements. The first thing is, instead of a 10-year-old truck, now you have to have a 2010 or newer engine in the truck. The second one is you got to have an approved fifth wheel. Third is wheelbase has got to be less than 265. Now they'll make exceptions to that, I've heard. That's just a rumor. But here's the big one. This is the new one. You have to have a collision mitigation system that's installed on the truck. In other words, that's the thing that they're putting all in, most of the fleets like Prime, KLM come to mind. That's the thing that tells you that you're too close, beeps at you, hits your brakes, shuts off your cruise, that kind of thing. The on-guard system, I guess, would be a better phrase for it. So, the reason why this might be important to me because I'm thinking about changing trucks. And there's 100 different options. And now you might sit there and think, well, Steve, that system's only on all the new trucks. How am I supposed to buy used trucks from over Schneider? Well, you would have to find a dealership, and I've seen them at Arrow, so it's not like it's only at the major dealerships. But like if you get a truck that was signed on with, that was a Prime truck, that was a KLM truck, any company that currently uses those mitigation systems, they've given up their trucks to the used market, so they're out there, and you can get them anywhere between 45 and 75 grand used. So it's not a lost cause, and but it is something that it's something that started just this year. 1/1/17 was the date of that. So if you're thinking about coming over here, but not buying a truck through Schneider Finance, then you have to, those are the requirements. And when you talk to a recruiter, they'll tell you, they'll tell you and send you an email of all the qualifications. Like for example, the fifth wheel, they'll give you a list of fifth wheels that are legal and a list of fifth wheels that are not. So, but I have decided myself that I'm going to start looking for an upgrade, because I've had some lengthy conversations with some experienced owner operators. My staying on top of the organizing paperwork and everything, that's been going good, and I found a little trick. One of the tricks I've been using is there's an app on your phone called Tiny Scanner, or for your phone, and what it does is it uses the same technology as the Transplo app. It you take a picture and it turns it into a PDF. And what I've done is I created an email address that's strictly for those documents. So every time I fuel, every time I buy something for the truck, every time I scale, I take a picture of it and I email it to myself. And that helps on the digital, because I'm trying to stay on top of everything. So I feel better about that. And one of the people I talked to helped me run some numbers. And I, like I said, this truck is costing me money. Now, I just found Stephen Neal on YouTube, And of course, if you keep up with him on Facebook, he's been having a lot of truck issues. And his issues kind of mirror mine in the sense that he has spent almost the same kind of money I have. And when you spend that kind of money, then you have to weigh the options between new and used. Think about this. All the major fleets, Schneider, Knight, Swift, Werner, they all buy trucks or lease trucks, and then about 3 or 4 or 500,000 miles at the most, they trade them off. And what that has done is, I'm talking about fleet trucks. I'm not talking about, the 379s, big hooded Pete's, or the W9s. I'm not talking about those trucks. That's a different ballgame. But you have to look at this. The fleet trucks, with the majority of these big fleets that buy them and trade them off, well, I think they're engineered to only last 3 to 4 to 500,000 miles. When I got my turbo repaired, the guy at Kenworth said you're lucky if they get above 300,000 or 400,000 miles. And so what these big fleets do is they buy the trucks or they lease them, and they just use the warranty to do most of the work. And then when the warranty's up, out they go. And so that's why a truck that has 400,000, 500,000 miles, that's when you start seeing mechanical failures. And if you have a flaw in the engine design, like the D16s and the Volvos, they start appearing around that time. And of course, the engine maker, they make their improvements, but what happens is that goes on the new truck, not on the used ones. And a friend of mine who drives for a major carrier was wanting to trade his truck in. He's 3 years into his 5-year lease, and because he's about to run out of warranty, and they won't let him because the used truck market is stagnant and it's oversaturated. That's because of these big fleets trading in. So, with that being said, I definitely don't want another truck that has 400,000, 500,000 miles. And here's why. If you're going to buy a truck with that many miles on it, you better have a lot of cash on reserve. And you better have a good warranty. A usable warranty. And now, you can go to these like third tier dealerships and buy, a beater for $20,000, but if you're going to Landstar, or you're on your own authority, or you're working for somebody that doesn't have all these high-end requirements like Schneider does, that could work for you, but you better have some money in reserve or be a mechanic or both. But these brand new trucks, you can't shade tree them, you can't work on them at home, and you're lucky to find a shop that can even work on them. I'm kind of curious about these new Cummins X15 engines. I'm hearing good things about them, but they're so new that they might have design flaws or whatever, but at least that would be under warranty. So that's what these fleets do. They get new trucks, and then they trade them in every 3 or 4 years, and then they're always under warranty. So it cuts costs down on running a fleet. So with the amount of money that I've put into this truck in the 3 years that I've had it, or 2.5 years, I guess, and the amount of money on my payments, I could have bought a new truck by now. And so I thought, well, why not? Because I don't have 25 in the bank. And if something was to happen to this truck, I would have to, make some serious changes. So anyways, I thought I'd put that out there. Rob Thomas was bugging me, just like he was bugging Jeff, about doing a video. And these are the things that I'm thinking about now. I'm definitely thinking about the next step and what I want to do. And I think in the next few videos, I'm going to start going over that. So take it easy. Peace.